How procrastination destroys your life and stops you from building wealth. Have you ever caught yourself saying things like, I'll do it tomorrow, I just don't feel up to it, or I'm just too tired, I need some rest? These are all symptoms of the dreaded word procrastination. Procrastination is putting off something that we could do right now. It is a bad habit that saps our energy and prevents us from being the best we can be. It is one of the most common things keeping otherwise good people down. Because of procrastination, we might miss a crucial deadline or possibly a once in a lifetime opportunity. Not only is this depressing, but it may also be the reason why someone abandons a long held ambition. But as awful as it may already sound, procrastination has considerably more negative consequences in our lives. We'll show you several ways procrastination is ruining your life in this video, as well as how to break free from the I'll do it later habit. Welcome to Luxtiva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. Procrastination makes it more difficult to reach your dreams. Do you have a strong desire to put things off when you set a goal for yourself? If you've ever felt this way, know that you're not alone. Millions of individuals throughout the world share your feelings. This is because the brain desires for you to be at ease. Your limbic system encourages you to flee from unpleasant situations and seek out new ones. And this explains why you can't seem to get started on a goal, despite the fact that it's something you really desire. Let's look at a few ways that procrastination is destroying your ability to succeed. Number 1. Procrastination affects your ability to focus. Procrastination has a subtle effect on your life by making it more difficult for you to focus on what's important. A chronic procrastinator may find it difficult to maintain their train of thought and focus on specific goals. The longer it takes you to achieve a goal, the quicker you lose interest in it. It becomes easier to just choose a new goal, which makes you feel like you are making progress and makes you feel better, when in fact, you have just squandered your time. Then, after you set another target and fail to follow through on it as well, you will likely abandon it, just as you did with the first, and this begins yet another vicious cycle that never seems to end. Number 2. Procrastination makes achieving short and long-term goals nearly impossible. If you can't achieve your goals, it is impossible to build a better life for yourself. To handle this, you need to figure out why you're procrastinating and then break down large goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, rather than telling yourself that you must write 5 blog posts by the end of the week, why don't you set a goal of writing 1 article per day? In this manner, you may split a single large objective into 5 smaller sections, making it much easier to achieve and manage. Each time you complete one step, you also get a boost in motivation, helping you to continue on to the next step. Number 3. Procrastination destroys your reputation. Consider the following scenario. You're working at a new startup, and your boss promises you that if you reach a certain level of sales, they'll take you on an all-expenses-paid trip to the beach. But when you reach the goal, they make excuses and promises to take you on an even better trip the next time the target is met. Wouldn't you be disappointed? More significantly, wouldn't you stop believing their promises? And this is exactly how others feel when you procrastinate and break your promises. They get dissatisfied with you and lose trust in your work. This may also make it less likely for coworkers or friends to share opportunities with you. They believe you will most likely neglect them. Regardless of how detrimental this is to your reputation, it is possible to turn things around. Next time you have a task, consider how much they rely on you and how your inaction will affect them, and get the job done on time. It may take a while, but with consistency, you can repair your reputation. Number 4. Procrastination has an impact on your bodily well being. Sad fact: procrastination not only has a negative impact on your mental health, but it also has an effect on your physical well being. Regular procrastinators are more prone to having colds and flu, insomnia, and headaches, which are all stress related health issues. Furthermore, according to a 2015 study, chronic procrastinators are more prone to developing significant diseases such as cardiovascular disease and hypertension. Number 5. Procrastination lowers self esteem. One of the reasons we often put off tasks is because we have low self esteem. Low self esteem is one of the side effects of procrastination. Low self esteem can be compared to a never ending cycle of feeling inadequate and unworthy. Unfortunately, this emotion causes us to hold back, causing us to move further away from our objectives and dreams. If this describes you, it may be time to take a step back and rethink your situation. Take a few small steps to advance toward your goals by breaking things down into smaller, achievable steps, as we explained earlier. And then, when you feel like you've finally got some things under control, take advantage of the opportunity to improve your self esteem and confidence. Then set some new goals and give it your all to achieve them. Number 6. Procrastination can cause you to miss life changing opportunities. No one can predict when fresh possibilities will present themselves. However, procrastination leads you to believe otherwise. It leads you to believe that this isn't the final chance you'll get. As a result, it's easy to overlook new opportunities. You may tell yourself that another opportunity may present itself at some point. This opportunity, though, may not only have been life changing, but it may also have been the last of its kind. It's difficult to live with the knowledge that you may have achieved incredible success if you had only taken the bull by the horns and acted. Opportunities may be once in a lifetime chances to have a faster and more direct path to accomplishment. So quit putting things off. Instead, get in there and seize your chance. Number 7. Procrastination will likely cause relationship issues. Procrastination has an impact on your interpersonal relationships. Let's begin at the workplace. If you consistently fail to complete your portion of the shared assignment, no coworker will like working with you because they know they will have to make up for your slack. Outside of the office, procrastination can also harm your friendships. Maybe you're always late for parties or don't follow through on promises even after you've pledged to do so. It'll only be a matter of time before you're no longer invited to join them. Spending less time with your buddies will most certainly cause a strain in the friendship, if not an outright fracture. Would you let procrastination destroy your friendships with excellent people? That doesn't seem like a good idea to us. As you can see, procrastination has the ability to destroy your life. If you find you have this problem, let's hope you now see it and will use a few of these techniques to overcome it. Leave a comment below if you want to make a change for the better. And be sure to both like and subscribe to the channel. Great! You have stuck with us this far, so let's go the extra mile and give you a bonus. The great Harvey Mackay said, "Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once you've lost it, you can never get it back." This quote has many meanings depending on who you are and when you are reading it. However, one interpretation implies that wasting time is like losing a piece of ourselves that we will never be able to recover. Do you know what's worse than wasting valuable time? The horrible feeling of regret that follows. You can't seem to get rid of your annoyance with yourself, no matter how hard you try. That numbing awareness that things may have gone differently. That sinking feeling, if only you'd done the right thing at the right time, things would have turned out differently. Unfortunately, it only gets worse the more you put things off. Procrastination can potentially cost you years, and by the time you understand how much time has been lost, it may be too late. So don't wait. Start overcoming procrastination right now by liking the channel and subscribing. Then go do something to take another small step toward completing a task that you have been putting off. You will feel better about yourself, and that is always a good thing. Thanks for joining us here at Luxtiva. We look forward to hearing about your successes. So please post in the comments and let us know about the things you are doing to improve your life.